I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. We're coming into a new year, a new cycle on planet Earth. And one of the conventions of society is setting resolutions, intentions, resolve with what one wants to see come to fruition in their life. Manifestation. And many people start with strong intentions, but yet easily get distracted. They get pulled off path. They get pulled into the dreams and the narratives of other beings on this planet. And I think of the Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, so within, so without. As above, so below, as within, so without. And to build an intention in the physical world, to take something from the thought plane and manifest it in the earth plane and the energy matrix that we're living in, there's the work of the idea itself. There's the inspiration that comes. But then there's also the inspired action that one needs to take. And what we see usually is people have the idea and then they're inspired and motivated to take big steps towards what they want to create. And it always ends up being too much too soon. Motivation that's simply not sustainable. And that is the human nature. Motivation and inspiration is not enough to manifest an idea, a dream, a thought form, to bring it into something that is real, unless you have, again, the power of the global controllers. You have the power of media to focus extreme, ample amounts of attention onto your thought and your idea. But when you understand that this thing you want to bring into your life, if you look at it as more of a state of being, and that the manifestation becomes second nature when you become the kind of person that naturally just creates that result in their life, that changes things. And to become a new person altogether, sometimes we have big events that shatter our sense of perception of our false self, of the old self, ego deaths, if you will. Some people go into ceremony and partake in ritual with the intention of gaining insight. And what happens a lot of time is they experience an ego death. An old sense of self just can't sustain itself. But the other side of that is when one knows what they want to bring in, what they want to create, there's a process to becoming that kind of person. I'm a guitar player, yet I didn't learn to play the guitar well the first time I picked up the guitar. I had to practice every day, and I had to have a certain kind of practice. I would listen to music that I wanted to play. There's the ear training of learning how to listen and imitate. And then there's also the other side of learning the mechanics of how the building blocks of music work. So it was learning to play scales and practice scales each and every day, and dexterity, building these skills so that one day I could just simply play a song. I didn't have to think about it too much. I was a competent musician over time. I had that identity, but I didn't start that way. So knowing the practices that one needs to put into their life, and then taking these small steps of a daily practice, a weekly practice, a monthly practice, these little practices that one does consistently is going to shift your identity. And again, they have to be the right practices. They have to be practices that are truly going to line up with what you seek to manifest. And as I mentioned, the Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without, when we take these baby steps in our physical world, we're also tuning in to a different frequency on the quantum realm. We start to align with new quantum frequencies, just like you're turning a radio dial. And you may have a lot of static in your life, but you keep turning that dial inch by inch with the behaviors that you're implementing. And eventually you're going to find that clear channel. And you're going to be in alignment with that clear channel. That new information is going to now be accessible to you. And when you can access this new state of frequency, this new band of energetic information that's in alignment with this thought form you want to manifest, and you become a vessel that can handle that kind of energy, then again you have this flow of energy and matter, and the chances of this manifestation are highly increased. So, with New Year's resolutions, intentions, I offer this. What will it take for you to become the kind of person that can consistently have the potential to create what you wish to manifest and be worthy of manifesting? Have an identity, a state of being that's worthy and capable of manifesting that which you seek. What do you need to do on a daily basis to become that person? And on the other side of that, what do you need to let go of? What's holding you back? What's keeping you stuck in a version that does not allow that type of energy to flow? And when you know what steps to take, start doing them. Baby steps. One step at a time. One day at a time. And it may feel like you're just walking down the block, but eventually if you keep going, you're going to find yourself walking down an entire street, making your way to a new city, and then eventually you'll notice you've walked the miles that are needed to step into that new identity, that new state of being that is worthy and capable of manifesting that which you feel wants to come through you. With that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong. Be well, my friends. Happy New Year, and I will see you on the other side.